Well, Middlesbrough travel to Bolton, which is definitely a must-win match. We've talked about this for some weeks now, about games where Boro must take 3 points, and even Gareth Southgate's grasped the nettle. In the past, he's been reluctant to describe games as must-win fixtures, really pointing out that you might win that game but then lose the next 4. Well, with Boro now having just 8 games left to go and sitting perilously in the bottom 3, there's no time to mess about. They really need the points and they need them now. Bolton will be a tough nut to crack, and funny enough, it was Bolton who really set Middlesbrough on this dreadful run. They went into the game at the Riverside against the same opponents really on a high. They'd beaten Aston Villa, they'd drawn with Everton, and it looked like they were looking at a really exciting autumn period of matches, and they could climb into the top 6. What happened was they went on the current dreadful run, which has seen them just win once since. And that, of course, was the Liverpool match a few weeks ago, which now seems like a distant memory. Bolton will be big, awkward, physical, all the things that were at the Riverside when Middlesbrough really weren't prepared for them. They didn't get stuck into the battle and were 2-0 down before they knew it, eventually losing 3-1. And that set the ball in the motion for what's been a really disappointing sequence of results. And really the lack of fight has been one thing that's been noticeable throughout. It's not that the players don't play for the shirt, it's simply that physically Middlesbrough can be overpowered. They're not putting the ball in the back of the net, and defensively they're letting soft goals in, which we saw at Stoke last time out. They did enough to get something there in terms of at least a point, and were caught out by a late sucker punch. And that's been the story of the season so far. They can't afford to switch off at Bolton. No way. They've got a big, strong side, as I've mentioned. Middlesbrough have to fight fire with fire. Gareth will want huge performances from his key players. He's hoping to use the width. If Adam Johnson's fit, he'll probably play. Stuart Downer, of course, will feature. Whether Tunjal be fit enough remains to be seen after his travelling over the week for Turkey. Marlon King probably will start up front alongside Alves. So it's all on their shoulders really to grab the goals. 1-0 would do. We'd be delighted with that. Of course, Newcastle had a massive boost this week. They're down there with Boro, but they've appointed Shearer. That might have a massive effect for them. They played Chelsea, who of course won't fancy going to St James's Park now that they're emboldened by the arrival of their hero. But as far as Middlesbrough are concerned, they've just got to worry about what they can do. As I've said, there's 8 games left to go, 4 home, 4 away, and let's start with 3 points at the Reebok.